the technical director of Kobu Smart, if anyone doesn't know who I am. Today I'm going to show you three easy ways to protect your business from only online dangers. Let's get started. Uh, did you know that small businesses are often targeted by hackers? Many attacks can cost a lot of money and even damage your business reputation. But don't worry, keeping your business safe doesn't have to be hard. I'll show you some simple steps to stay secure. You don't need to be a computer expert to stay safe. Just three simple and small changes can make a big difference in protecting your business. Let's look at them one by one. First, and the most obvious one, use strong passwords. Don't use like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or simple passwords. Instead, using the passwords like I indicating in the screen, where it combines characters, numbers, exclamation marks, um, upper letters, lower letters. So all of these things is gonna prevent, well, it's gonna help you to not let the hacker to discover your password. Or even better, you can use a manager where there are a lot of applications right now where they can create the password for you and they store the password inside of the application. So in that way, you don't need to try to remember what password are you using. The application it does for you. Let's go next. The second tip of today, um, let's jump into the multi-factor authentication. If someone doesn't know what is multi-factor authentication, basically verifies two identity. So let's say first is gonna be one step, which is the password you provide, and after that, a specific code number where it can send you by text in your phone, or even though in applications in like well, Google and Microsoft, they provide that. Like there is an application where you can scan the QR code and automatically by every 5 seconds or every 10 seconds, it renews those codes, and that's the code it allows you to access to the platform you're trying to access or wherever. Just a quick tip in here, enable multi-factor authentication on your email accounts today. It's quick, yeah, it's quick and easy. The last tip is gonna be just free tips to be honest with you today. But let's say it's just teaching your employees. The most dangerous people who can be accessing your platforms are your team, your employees. And the reason why is because hackers, they try to send a real emails impersonating, for example, the boss of the company, that business owner, and try to ask him for payment links just to transfer amount of money. It can be just to send a document where it's malicious and vulnerable. So all of these things, the way how you can prevent it is just to take with your team just 15 minutes of training session on how to identify this kind of emails. More data into it. I've been spending this month just to take some data in the UK government. Like, just to let you know, 84% of small businesses right now and in the last 12 months has been suffered for data breach or phishing. Uh, that costs a lot of money. As you see in the second slide, just a data breach in a small business, as minimum you spend, well, you miss like £2,000 as minimum for data breaches. So just to closing down this data, half of the business, a small business, and around third charities report having experienced some form of cybersecurity breach or attack in the last 12 months. This is much higher as well in medium businesses. Medium businesses are 70%. Large businesses are 74%. And after that, the high income charities like £5,000 or below or above for annual income is a 66%. Just to let you know, just I wanted to say this, but it's time to take action and to start to remediate these issues because no one talks about this, but to be honest with you, it's happening. But anyways, it's not only just bad news, guys. Let's start to pointing out the vulnerables actions points, and after that, to take actions into it. First, as we mentioned before, weak passwords and no multi-factor authentication implemented. The second vulnerable is outdated software and systems. So let's say if you don't update the Windows update, if you don't run in and watch out the third applications is installed in your computer, that's a big issue because there are more easy access to get hacked in your computers. And after that, unsecure networks and remote work, where basically those things like access to a public Wi-Fi in Pret a Manger, or those things like you are traveling abroad and you're working elsewhere and you're using an unknown network, you don't know where you connected to. So let's jump into the actions. Those actions, the first one is secure the access, implement multi-factor authentication, and use password management. Why? We need to ensure only authorized staff access sensitive data. Action two, update and monitor. What action we should provide in here? Provide regular system updates, vulnerability monitoring. Why? We minimize the risk by proactively managing threats and vulnerabilities and stuff like that. And the action three, protect data and network. I don't know if you guys you have been using already, but there are VPNs, like even though there are people who offer it for free, please use it. If you wanted to be more advanced as well, you can protect your systems or third applications you are using by setting firewalls and specific ports open and close. And also, it's not only for the network side, but also there is a strategy which is the 3-2-1 backup strategy. This strategy I don't want to explain today, but if anyone is interested to learn a bit more how to implement that in your organization, I'm happy to have a discussion on that. And ensure data. Why is these actions it could happen is to ensure basically the data integrity and the business continuity in case of attack. So in case if you get hacked today, at least if you have these implementations done in your organization, you can recover fast your data. So it doesn't stop your business at the end of the day. So what is gonna be next? Uh, let's say it's just to take the control of your IT security, even with Kobu Smart or with different vendor, or even though if you would like to do the things by yourself, but this is actions where you need to take seriously. For us, what we can promise uh, is just to try to make the cybersecurity simple and effective for small businesses like all of you guys. And these are our 3 steps if you wanted to join us. 30 minutes of consultation free of charge. We're gonna explain you into your existing current IT setup how to provide those recommendations and how to fix the things. And after that, once we got your information, we create a roadmap on how to achieve that protection in cybersecurity in a year time, or in 2 years time, or in 3 years time, depending your case. And after that, start to access to the trusted solutions, multi-factor authentication implementation, proactive system monitoring, network security. So we we got you covered in here. Start today and ensure your business is secure, compliant, and prepared for any threats. Okay, this is the deal. The deal is basically I offering a data breach report for all of you, free of charge. You just need to indicate to me how many emails you have hosted in your domain, and I will send you a full report on what witnesses you have in your domain. So if you are interested, I'm happy to carry on here and advise as much as I can. Thank you very much for attending today. And here is my QR code if you want me to connect in LinkedIn, or even though for recording, the people can watch me as well. Any questions, guys?
Thanks, Kilian. That was really interesting. Stop sharing the
No
screen and
problem.
we can obviously do questions. So brilliant.
Yeah.